Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Priyasha Das and today we are here with the first session on innovation and entrepreneurship for this session. In this entire session, we'll make sure that you come across not just related questions to innovation and entrepreneurship but also understand few basic theoretical stuff as well. जैसे आज हम बात करेंगे startup ecosystem के बारे में. Today we are going to discuss about how the startup ecosystem works. क्या 3 इंटरकनेक्टेड पिलर्स हैं ऑफ मॉडर्न बिजनेस, ठीक है. कोर कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप हो गए, आपकी इवोल्यूशन कैसे हुई है ऑफ द स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम इन इंडिया. द टाइम लाइन इज व्हाट वी गोना मेजरली टॉक अबाउट, जो कि इस पूरे सेशन का इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट होने वाला है. एंड जस्ट दैट आई गिव यू अ ब्रीफ ऑफ, हम लोग इसके साथ कुछ क्वेश्चंस भी करेंगे, कुछ अच्छे वोकैब वर्ड्स भी करेंगे जो आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है. And therefore I request all of you to like the video in the very beginning of the session so that आप कहीं पढ़ते पढ़ते भूल ना जाओ. And now let's get started. So the first thing which we will understand is हम ये current unicorn era में आए कैसे हैं, कैसे हमने start किया है from that. And also some concepts of entrepreneurship, like entrepreneurship is more than just starting a business. It is actually the process of identifying a gap in the market and taking a very calculated financial risk oriented. हमेशा सब कोई बिजनेस में रहते हैं, बट देन वी हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट इट इज अ कैलकुलेटेड वन, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग रिसोर्सेज टू क्रिएट वैल्यू. सो दिस key concept here is value proposition. What unique benefit does your product provide is what we will be discussing. Innovation entrepreneurship एक तरह का GK ही है guys, but a little more business and startup oriented GK, entrepreneurs oriented GK. वो vocabulary आपको पता होनी चाहिए जो एक entrepreneur को जरूरत पड़ती है, ठीक है. So let's get started with the evolution period. तो सबसे पहला फेज है पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस का फेज, जहां पर where we fully focused on heavy industries and licensing of them. Okay, तो इसे हम लाइसेंस राज भी कहते थे. This was prior to 1990. Okay, then came the phase 2, which is the liberalization phase, where exactly many private players and IT services came into being. जैसे कि बहुत सारी इन्फोसिस, टीसीएस, विप्रो जैसी कंपनीज हो गई. वो सारी चीजें यहाँ पर 1991 के बाद आई, जहां प्राइवेट सेक्टर बहुत बूम करने लग गया. Then coming to phase number 3, which is post 2010 का phase, which is nothing but digital revolution, जहां पर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें जैसे स्टार्टअप इंडिया, स्टैंड अप इंडिया, ओके, डिजिटल इंडिया जैसे इनिशिएटिव्स आने लगे, which focused on the tech-enabled solutions, venture capitals and deep tech startups. And today we should know this, that India is the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. Okay, the first two, which are the ones, please let me know in the comment section. और हाँ, comment section से याद आया कि अगर आप मेरा like target meet कर लेते हो, that is 150, then I will be sharing this video PDF also with detailed answers in the Telegram group. Okay, so let's get started. अब देखिए एक और चीज है जो कि हमें पढ़नी है बिफोर वी स्टार्ट विद द क्वेश्चंस, एंड दैट इज इंट्राप्रेन्योरशिप. ओके, नाउ इन दिस सेक्टर व्हाट आर वी सपोज्ड टू डू? दिस इज रिलेटिवली न्यूअर बिकॉज इंट्राप्रेन्योर इज इंट्रा, खुद के अंदर से, and it is where the employee who acts like an entrepreneur is actually from the within given established organization only. They are given the freedom and the resources to develop a new project or product without any personal financial risk of being an entrepreneur. Companies like Google, okay, 3M, they are very famous for encouraging this type of intrapreneurship. इसका एक मतलब भी है, एक selfish quotient भी है कि कहीं हमारी कंपनी छोड़ के एक अपना नया कंपनी ना स्टार्ट कर दे. फॉर दैट पर्पस दे गिव देम रिसोर्सेज, टाइम, जिनको जो भी चाहिए फॉर डेवलपिंग अ न्यू प्रोडक्ट. बट ऑब्वियसली वो टैग डाउन तो मेन पेरेंट कंपनी के नाम से ही होगा, बट ऑल द क्रेडिट्स विल गो टू द पर्सन. तो हम इंट्राप्रेन्योरशिप पे भी कोई क्वेश्चंस करते हैं. तो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड विद द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन गाइस. इफ यू हैव सीन द XGMT वीडियो प्रीवियस टू दिस, देन यू मस्ट हैव अंडरस्टूड के हमारा ये सेशन किस तरह से जाने वाला है. आई वुड बी एक्सपेक्टिंग यू पीपल टू राइट डाउन योर आंसर्स आइदर इन द कमेंट सेक्शन और समवेयर अराउंड यू, सो दैट यू फर्स्ट डू इट योरसेल्फ and then check the answer with me. So let's get started with the first one. Question number 1 says, which of the following best describes the primary difference between an entrepreneur and an intrapreneur? So entrepreneur works on an existing company while intrapreneur starts from scratch. This is the exact opposite, where the right answer is option B, where entrepreneur bears the financial risk, whereas intrapreneur uses the company resources, and that's why they are different. Intrapreneurs are focused on profit and social causes. This is not the right differentiation, and there is no difference in terms of they are synonymous. ये भी गलत है. So we will go with option B as our right answer. Similarly, if we come to question number 2, first try it yourself and then let's get started. In the context of India's startup history, what was the significance of 1991 के economic reforms? तो जैसे हमने आपको बहुत सारे phases बताए थे ना कि 1991 में liberation हुआ था जहां private companies आई थी और IT sector का boom हुआ था, तो obviously the answer of this question will be option C, where it shifted the economy from state controlled to market linked and प्राइवेट एंटरप्राइजेस. सो प्राइवेट एंटरप्राइजेस 1991 के बाद आए थे. ये फेज का अंडरस्टैंडिंग आपको आपके जीडीपीआई में भी बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प करने वाला है. सो इन केस यू आर प्लानिंग टू sit for the GDPI rounds of the other colleges along with the examination of CMAT, then this entire series is going to be extremely helpful for you people. Coming to option D, it stopped foreign direct investment, led to nationalization, introduced license Raj, are all wrong. Let's go to question number 3, guys. Try it yourself first and let's get started. A large tech firm allows its engineers to spend 20% of their time on personal projects that would benefit the company. ये perfect example Google का है by the way, and हमने अभी इसके बारे में पढ़ा था. इसे entrepreneurship कहते हैं, okay, where the company resources are used up and the people apply their own brain, okay. We know this thing, right? Fostering internal innovation by providing the time and resources is actually the hallmark point of entrepreneurship, I mean intrapreneurship culture. Okay, let's get started with the fourth one. Which government initiative was launched in 2016 to create a strong ecosystem nurturing innovation and startups in India? Well, we already discussed it while discussing the theory, guys. Agar aapko yaad ho to the right answer is Startup India itself, because Startup India was like launched on 16th of January 2016, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure of the date, but I'm definitely sure of the year, that it was 2016 only. And because it's in the question. Funny. But then, yeah. Question number 4's answer, as we discussed, is option A. ये Startup India करता क्या है? It is designed to provide tax benefits and incubation support to the new ventures. Coming to question number 5, what is the social entrepreneurship concept primarily concerned with? Social है और entrepreneurship है, तो आपको क्या लगता होगा? Maximizing the shareholders' wealth at any cost? No, that does not relate to social. Using the business models to solve social and cultural and environmental problem makes sense. Organizing social events is not what entrepreneurship looks like. And option D, selling products exclusively through social media platform, is marketing, not entrepreneurship. So social entrepreneurship basically balances the profit with a mission to create a positive impact on the society as well. Profit bhi rakhni hai and positive impact bhi rakhna hai. Let's come to question number 6. Which of the following is considered a technological driver in the evolution of Indian startups? तो हम लोग टेक्नोलॉजी का बूस्ट कब हुआ था हमारे? हमने अभी ये फेज में पढ़ा था. Right after 1991, we had the phase 3, which was 2010 के बाद digital revolution, and that's exactly what relates to the answer number 6, which is talking about how technologically we boosted up. We boosted up with cheap and accessible high-speed mobile data. This led to the boost in the digital infrastructure, जैसे UPI, cheap data, ये सारे सबसे बड़े tech drivers है for Indian startups. Literacy is not directly related to technology only. Retirement की age change या new taxes for small businesses are not exactly what leads to a technological इम्पैक्ट. वो इम्पैक्ट आपको डेटा से ही मिलेगा, राइट? इंटरनेट यूज करने के लिए भी होना चाहिए, देन ओनली वी कैन यूज यूपीआई, राइट? दैट वाज द प्रॉब्लम इन विलेजेस, स्टिल द प्रॉब्लम इन मेनी विलेजेस. Let's go to question number 7. An individual who starts a business because they cannot find a job is known as dash. What type of entrepreneur will we call him? Necessity entrepreneur. So necessity entrepreneur is basically driven by the lack of other employment option, and that's why he opens up a business for himself. Opportunity, serial and lifestyle क्या है वो मैं आपको वीडियो के एंड में बताऊंगी. I have these definitions at the end. Question number 8. What does the term bootstrapping mean in the startup context? So bootstrapping, if you don't know about it, let me tell you that bootstrapping is a self-funding process without any external capital. And अगर ये इसका आंसर है तो what would be the right answer option for us? Funding the business using personal savings and internal cash flow and not taking money from someone else. Hiring a professional? No. Raising a large round of funding? No. Then expanding the business of internal markets? No. International markets? No. Come to question number 9, all of you. Why do large corporations encourage intrapreneurship? जैसे Google, 3M जैसी कंपनी क्यों intrapreneurship को करती है encourage? Because they want to prevent their best talent from leaving their own companies and starting up their own companies, right? Of course, that's the primary reason why they want to create an intrapreneur environment. बाकी सारी चीजें is not the direct reason for encouraging the intrapreneurship. And last is the question number 10 for you people. Which era of Indian entrepreneurship is characterized by the rise of service-based IT giants like Wipro and HCL? The answer has to be none other than option. Well, this is thoda sa confusing. License Raj, pre-independence era, post-liberation liberalization era या unicorn era? नहीं. ये हमारे साथ ऑप्शन सी में हुआ था, where we are seeing that after this particular license Raj came the post liberalization era, जहां पर ये सारी companies आगे बढ़ी थी. And if you have answered all of these questions correct, then congratulations. If not, then also congratulations because you learned something new. But अब हम लोग करेंगे हल्का फुल्का revise with the definitions. जैसे entrepreneurship हमने discuss किया is developing new products and innovations, but the interesting fact is that you are using the company's funds and resources for that. Value proposition होती है the specific benefit or solution that makes a business product attractive to the customer, जो USP कहते हैं हम जिसे. फिर आता है लाइसेंस राज पीरियड ऑफ इंडिया, जहां पे हेवी गवर्नमेंट रेगुलेशंस थी, काफी सारी लाइसेंसेस की जरूरत पड़ती थी कोई भी बिजनेस करने के लिए. फिर आया लिबरेशन वाला पीरियड, जहां पर गवर्नमेंट रेस्ट्रिक्शंस काफी ज्यादा रिलैक्स कर दी गई एंड द सोशल एंड इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसीज वर आल्सो फेवरेबल फॉर द प्राइवेट सेक्टर ग्रोथ. Incubation क्या होता है guys? A support system where the startups are provided with workspace, mentoring and also training to survive their early stages. एंड फिर आता है सोशल एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, जहां पर एक बिजनेस मॉडल को हम सोशल एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप तब कहते हैं जब वो कोई सोशल इन्वायरमेंटल प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करता है एट द सेम टाइम मैक्सिमाइजिंग देयर ओन पर्सनल प्रॉफिट. डिजिटल रेवोल्यूशन, जैसे आप वैक्सीन्स को ले सकते हैं, परफेक्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ सोशल एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. डिजिटल रेवोल्यूशन वाज द शिफ्ट फ्रॉम द मैकेनिकल एंड एनालॉग इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक टेक्नोलॉजी टू डिजिटल इकोनॉमिक्स, वेयर वी कैन से दैट जहां पे हम सारे अपने जो पैसे कमाते हैं वो डिजिटली कमाना स्टार्ट कर दिया हमने. फिर आता है नेसेसिटी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, जो हमारा एक आंसर था, वेयर जस्ट बिकॉज यू डोंट फाइंड अदर ऑप्शंस ऑफ एम्प्लॉयमेंट और इनकम यू मूव टू नेसेसिटी entrepreneurship, you move to business. That is necessity entrepreneurship. वही opportunity entrepreneurship वो होता है जो कि कोई business तब start करता है when he or she sees a gap or a specific demand or innovation in that market. Bootstrapping क्या होती है? When the company starts from the scratch by their own personal savings and not by raising any other additional money from anywhere. See, unicorn क्या होता है? A privately held company which reaches the valuation of $1 billion is called as a unicorn. Coming down to serial entrepreneur. Serial entrepreneur is basically an individual who continuously comes up with new ideas and starts his new businesses after selling or closing the previous one. एक के बाद एक नए business ideas के साथ आने वाले को हम serial entrepreneur कहते हैं. वही venture capital is a private equity and is a type of financing that investors provide to startup companies which have a long term growth potential. तो जो भी companies long term potential show करती हैं उनमें जो पैसे डाले जाते हैं वो venture capital होता है. इसके आगे जो भी चीजें हैं ये हमने इन क्वेश्चंस में नहीं ली है, बट अगर आपको इससे अराउंड क्वेश्चंस चाहिए तो आप मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बता सकते हो. आई विल बी गिविंग यू एडिशनल क्वेश्चंस एज वेल. So Stand Up India क्या है? It's a government scheme which is aimed to promote entrepreneurship at the very grassroots level, that is ST, SC and women level. वो stand up है, startup नहीं stand up है. Then coming to business plan is nothing but a formal document which has all your business goals and how these goals can be attained and what is the time frame in which you are planning to achieve it, all these things. Next comes the locus of control, which is the psychological concept referring to how much people believe that they have power over the events in their life. That is called as locus of control. वहीं scalability होती है the capacity of the business to handle the work. तो आप किस स्केल में काम करना चाहते हो. पर्सनल लाइबिलिटी होती है वो सिचुएशन जहां पे बिजनेस ओनर अपने पर्सनल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज पर्सनली रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है, पर्सनली रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द डेट्स एंड द लीगल ऑब्लिगेशंस ऑफ द बिजनेस. जैसे आपका बिजनेस डूब गया बिकॉज आपने कर्जा ले लिया या समथिंग लाइक दैट, नॉट फॉर द बैड वर्किंग ऑफ द बिजनेस. फिर आता है Gazelle company. It's a high growth company that increased its revenue by at least 20% in the annually for the last 4 years or more. So 4 साल से अगर कोई कंपनी कम से कम 20% से ज्यादा का revenue increment दिखा रही है, then that type of company is called as Gazelle company. Tell me which companies can be termed as Gazelle companies which you can remember right now. आपके लिए अच्छा GK का question होगा. Let me know in the comment section. And last but not the least, the catalyst, any factor like government policy or technology or any incidents which speeds up the development or the growth of a startup ecosystem is called as the catalyst. ठीक है? Catalyst वही chemistry वाला catalyst. So with this, guys, if you have any queries or questions, please do comment below or connect with me on TopMid or Instagram. And yes, if you want daily updates on news, SOPs, or things related to, your what do you call, maybe the work which you're doing or internships or something, then you can connect with me on these 3 free Telegram groups as well. And along with this, if you need this PDF with the detailed answers which I gave in, so please do meet the like target. And yes, share it with more and more people. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're here for the first time. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care and see you in the next video. Till then, keep studying hard. Thank you so much for watching this video.